Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about calorie counting, which is a very important topic in my opinion, either for fat loss and to maintain your body weight. We're going over Matt D'Avella's video, where he literally counted every calorie, every macro that he ate for 30 days. Everything meticulously tracked. We'll see what he learned during those 30 days, and I guarantee you if give it a shot, you'll see amazing results with diet. In fact, a lot of people don't know nothing about calories and macronutrients. They're just vague concept to them, and therefore they can't lose weight although they try every diet in this world. I know to some people, counting calories could be a problem. They don't want to do it because it takes time, or because they say that tracking calories could lead to disordered eating behavior and so they don't do it. Yet, it could happen, but it's very, very rare. It's like saying, hey, if you drink beer you're going to be an alcoholic. That's not true. Not everyone who drinks a beer is an alcoholic. So, you can track calories, and the health benefits you'll get from it will be far greater. Because if you don't know how many calories you're eating, and you get obese, with risk of diabetes, heart attack, so saying that counting calories is bad is not a good argument because the alternative is overconsuming calories endangering your health because you're obese.
I've never been one to track every detail of my life, count calories, or anguish over my macronutrient composition. But as I've gotten older, it's not as easy to stay in shape as it used to be.
So just like many you, the guy never tracked calories never had to. He was able to maintain a pretty decent body weight, without too much fat. But as he got older the weight kept adding. Although he was doing some cardio, he couldn't help getting more weight. And so he decided to start counting his calories for a whole month and see if he could benefit from this. And guess what? It was helpful for him. So, we're going to watch the video and see why counting calories was beneficial for him and why it is so effective.
A calorie measures energy. Just as gasoline creates the energy necessary to propel a car forward, so too do calories provide the energy needed for digestion, physical activity.
So why track calories? Well, calories are a unit of measurements of how much energy is in the food that we're eating, and he makes a great comparison to a vehicle. When you're driving, you're burning more fuel, and even when you're waiting for the traffic light to get green, you're still burning fuel. So this is kind of the same with our bodies. When we move, we burn more calories, but we are also burning calories when we're laying on the couch watching TV. So, the engine is like our metabolism. Some has better engine, like a Ferrari, which burns more gasoline compared to a Prius, meaning that they can burn more calories, while some others don't. But the difference of our bodies from car is that unlike the car, when you fill up the tank up to a certain point, we can go over that point and store the excess energy as body fat. It's like you putting extra tank of gas in your trunk and carry them with you, that is body fat. So, in order to lose weight you need to be in calorie deficit. And so he's tracking his calories to find out exactly how many calories does his body typically burn in a day in order to maintain his weight.
It will take me about 10 minutes to eat this delicious 1,000 calorie meal. But if I wanted to burn 1,000 calories, I'd have to run at this pace for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, and I have really bad ankles.
As you see, it's a lot easier to restrict calories than it is to burn them off. He says he can eat 1,000 calories in 10 minutes, but to burn them off he would need to run for more than 1 hour.
There's a myth of good calories and bad calories. As nutrition coach Jordan Syed explains, that's the wrong way to look at it.
Although it's true that some foods are healthier than others, at the end of the day it's still calories in, calories out. So, if you're overweight, it's because you ate too many calories, and if you're underweight you never ate enough. Therefore, regardless of where the calories came from, whether we consider it from healthy foods or junk foods, it doesn't matter. In fact, the real distinction would be from low-calorie dense food versus high-calorie dense food. There aren't inherently good or bad foods. Some are better from a nutrient standpoint, but you could still lose weight eating at McDonald's if you, at the end of the day, are in a deficit. So, he started tracking his food in MyFitnessPal app. But, it's important to point out that people usually underreport the calories they eat. They don't track condiments, maybe little snack they consume. So it's important to use a scale to proper weigh the food, and not use measure like a spoon, teaspoon, a bowl, etc. Because they are not accurate, and you risk eating more calories than you think. In fact, take the example of the spoon, the quantity of the foods will depend. You got a big spoonful or a little one, see? It can be very different. Also, labels lie. They can be off up to 20%, and so you can be actually eating more or less calories because of that. But that doesn't prove that counting calories is not useful. In fact, if you track what you eat, You will know roughly how many calories you're consuming daily, and if your weight goes up, then you're in surplus. If it goes down, then you're in a deficit. Also, by tracking calories, you're getting more knowledgeable about nutrients and calories contained in different types of food, and this allows you to make choices to stay in your calorie target for the day, especially if you're eating out and you can't count the amount of calories of what you're eating. This is mindful eating.
While reading the nutrition label on my peanut butter, I almost dropped my spoon out of my mouth. There were 95 calories per spoonful. At times, I've snacked on 1 jar a week.
You don't realize how much you're actually consuming. Just 2 couple of spoonful from peanut butter, and you're getting the same amount of calories of 400 grams of zero-fat yogurt. When you know how many calories are in the foods you're eating, that gives you the power to decide if you want to eat it.
We went out to get buy one, get one free ice cream sandwiches, and the size of these things were insane. The lady behind the counter estimated that the calories were around 1,200 each.
He decided to go get a snack, and he found out that was 1,200 calories in the ice cream sandwich. And he was shocked, because he never thought that that snack was so caloric. So, now he knows, and he can decide to have that snack or to just have half of it for 600 calories in order not to go beyond his calorie target for the day. The point of tracking all these calories is to learn what are the calories and macros of the foods that you're eating so that you can become a better consumer.
And this is when tracking my meals started to change my behavior. I didn't want to explode my entire count for the day and eat all that excess fat and sugar.
With that knowledge, he is able to make smarter decisions around foods. He could eat more healthy fats, eat more vegetables and fruits. You will know how many calories you need in a day in order to gain or lose body weight, and you can decide what to do, depending on your goals.
And as I got better at it, the more I did it, the more I started to see not food, but it was like seeing matrix code. It was understanding the source and the fuel behind the food that I was eating.
I think that the guy got a little bit too extreme, because you should see food as food, not as the matrix code. But maybe he was just trying to explain, in more visual way, what counting calories made him realize about food. All this tracking allowed him and his partner to make better choices. Somebody would say this is bad. But listen, the guy is trying to be healthy and to lose weight, and tracking calories was a tool he decided to use to help him reaching his goal. Also, you don't have to track calories for all of your life if you don't like it, but just know how many calories are in the food that you're consuming is a game-changing thing, especially if you want to lose fat. You see your regular Coke, and you notice all those calories, and so you decide to drink water or Diet Pop, saving 200 calories per day. Same with oil. You use 4 spoons on your salad, then you realize it could be enough just 1. That is be a mindful eater.
These days, I probably go out to eat 2 days a week, 3 days most, and those times are really difficult to track the exact calories that you're eating.
Also, when eating out, it could be hard to track the exact calories. But don't worry, when you track calories for quite some time, you get better at it. It's skill, and so you'll be able to estimate how many calories are in that meal. So it's not a big deal. In the end, tracking calorie is an amazing tool you have at your disposal to help you lose weight and get more information on the foods you're eating every day, so you can make better choices. If you want to know more about diet and nutrition and why 95% of diets fail, check my nutrition book. I'll give you all the info you need to lose weight and keep it off for good. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.